Hey, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick at StockMarketMentor.com, and this is the free chart of the day for February 8th and 9th. That's the weekend update. I want to look at IPO, Renaissance IPO. It's an ETF, and this is the cool thing. It actually fits the IPO strategy that I talk about. Okay, here's the enthusiasm high. Members, you guys know what I'm talking about. To the other folks, what this is after an IPO is first released, there's going to be a certain amount of enthusiasm for buying the shares. At some point, that's going to peak out. Here it was like 4 days in, and then you get a big pullback. So you say, okay, where was this high? Draw it across here. And when this, you can trade it down here, but that's just not part of the strategy that I look at. When the stock breaks to a new high, then you say, okay, now everybody's a winner here, and you look for this level to be support. Okay, and it was support all the way up until the time that it wasn't. Well, now we've got a 50-day moving average that's new support, and it's not going to be too much longer, give it another week or so, maybe a little more, where the 50-day moving average is going to trickle up enough to where the 50-day moving average is coincident with this line, and so you're going to get a real strong support level right around here. Now, I was looking at the holdings of this, and some of them were pretty interesting. There's also like Facebook and Twitter in there, but I'm covering those in our sector spotlight for members where we're looking at some of the social media stocks. So we'll get through some of these others here. If you don't know which stocks to buy, just buy IPO. I think you're going to make money, but let me go through a few of these holdings. Okay, Workday, stock works, period. Trading right up near resistance. This is a stock I think you can get long, buy a little more if it pulls back, but it's working. Not Radiant Logistics, never heard of that company. Realogy Holdings, a pullback. Higher low relative to this here. This was resistance here. Now it's support. I would look at this and say, okay, well, it's in kind of sideways consolidation, but this is an okay time to be buying this company as long as you have a stop just a bit below there. Okay, Splunk. Nice stock. Nice trend. I mean, look at this. This is a thing of beauty. Just be long. As long as the stock stays above the 50-day moving average, you're going to make money. Okay. White Wave Food Company. I wonder if it's really White Wave Food Company or if the guy who owns the company has a little bit of a speech impediment and it's really Right Rave Company. I don't know. But we'll just say it's White Wave. Anyway. Support right along there. There's the channel. There's a higher channel. This was the pullback to test support. You would keep a stop, say right below here, and just trust the trend. Trends are your friends all the way up until the time they're your enemies, when all of a sudden you guys have a parting of the ways. Here, I think this is a nice test for the enthusiasm for this stock, and I think it's going to work. Okay. ING US, Voya, pulled back below the 50-day moving average. It's a relatively new issue. Resistance here, broken through, support right now. This is a stock you can own. You got to be patient with it. I wouldn't really say it's, quote, trending because the 50-day moving average is just moving sideways. But if you just use this as your reference, put a stop just below that level, it's all good. Okay, Spirit Realty Capital. As you can see, this ING is a holding company like for a bunch of different sectors. But there's a volatility squeeze. Phase 1 breakout. Phase 2 pullback. Phase 3 a push to new highs. I think this is going to work just fine. And then finally, Vantive. Nice move back to the 200-day moving average. This is what the long-term chart looks like. Again, fairly new issue. It was issued in less than 2 years ago. And you can see a nice trend higher here as well. So these stocks really work. You know, you can, but if you can't figure out which one to buy, you wish you'd buy a little bit of everything, then just buy IPO. Again, you get Facebook and Twitter in there as well. So, okay, members, over to the weekend update. But first, listen, if you're on this free chart list, great. I love to have you here. Fantastic. Thanks for watching the videos. But if you haven't tried a free membership of Stock Market Mentor, I'm not exactly sure why. Because you get a free trial. Okay, this is a trade that you can look at, and you can either make money or not, but at least you got to enter. You got to make that entry. And look, the market's just starting to rock again. What you want to be doing as far as memberships go is don't wait for stocks to get up to a high and then wonder, should I sell now? I know, maybe I'll join Stock Market Mentor and see what Dan says. And by the way, you can request coverage on a stock of yours, and I will absolutely look at it. I do it basically every day. It's part of the service. But if you're sitting there on the sidelines wondering what to be doing, and then when the market gets up here, now suddenly you're in and you're saying, hey, Dan, what do you think I should do now? What I would tell you is, you should see if you can find one of those famous flux capacitors. Go back in time a little bit and take your membership now. Okay, this is the time you need to be doing it. Am I hard selling? Abso-darn-lutely I am, because I want you there. Why? Because I'm working my tail off to help people make money, help people learn how to manage their own money, and how to do it with the right amount of risk. And so I can help you do that too. There's a lot of great people in the forum. We got hundreds of posts a day by some really, really sharp traders, and a lot of new people too who are asking for help. So it's all there. That's me pounding the table, okay? Get over and do that. You know I don't do this very much. I just say, hey, thanks for joining, or thanks for coming. See you tomorrow. But I'm telling you, you need to do this, okay? And I know whether you're going to do it or not because I'm watching you right now from Sochi through a secret camera in your monitor.